Welcome to the Quantum to Cosmic YouTube channel with me, Ollie. Welcome to this tutorial series on functions. This series is aimed at first year undergraduate university students or those who are just interested. Whether you just need a refresher on these topics or are learning them for the first time, you're in the right place. Today we're diving into functions and limits, so if you're ready to learn, then let's get into it. So what exactly is a function? In mathematics, a function is like a machine. You give it an input and it gives you a specific output based on a set rule inside the machine. If we have two variables, x and y, and we say y is determined by x, then we can say y is a function of x, and we often write this as y equals f for function of x. Here f is this machine function, y is the output, and x is the input. And because of this, we call x the independent variable, but y is dependent on x, so it's called the dependent variable. An example of this is the area and circumference of a circle, which both depend upon the radius of the circle. So the equation for the area of a circle is given by a equals pi r squared, and the circumference is given by c equals 2 pi r. So in these equations, we can see that r is the independent variable as x was above. And for each equation respectively, a and c are the dependent variables. And that's because they depend upon r. Next, let's talk about the domain and range of a function. The domain is the set of input values, or x values, that we give the function and that the function can accept, whereas the range is the set of all possible output values, or y values, that a function can produce from the given domain. So domain is the given set of x values, range is the corresponding set of y values that come from that. So for example, consider the function f of x equals x squared. The domain of this function, so the possible set of x values that we could give it, could be all the real numbers, and then the corresponding range for that domain would be all non-negative real numbers, since squaring the real number in this function f of x can't produce a negative result. If we're starting from real numbers, we'd need imaginary numbers, but we'll get on to that. So the real numbers will lead to the non-negative real numbers. Today, we've discussed the basics of what a function is and also looked at domain versus range. In the next video, we'll be looking at common functions that you might come across, so join me there to learn some more. If you learnt something new or just enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell to stay updated on new videos. In the meantime, stay curious and I'll see you in the next one.